Hello and thanks for joining us and welcome to the channel. This is my first video for Galactic SF collecting. I got into the hobby very recently and like to run through how I got into it and my first 3 books from the bookshop. So to give some context, I have a graphic design background, so I was in a bookshop looking for Phantom comics, my other interest, and I stumbled across the vintage SF section and the livery of some of the books really stood out, so I picked some up, and this is the first 2. So both of these were $3 each. I've got no idea about the authors, so now I'm starting to do all the research on those, the cover art and the publishers. So the first one we have is Fredric Brown, Rogue in Space, and the second is Tongues of the Moon by Philip Jose Farmer. Now please mention in the comments if I'm not pronouncing any of the authors' names correctly, but let's have a look at Fredric Brown first. So this was $3. The condition is not too bad. Some marks on the spine. We've got some stamps on the side and also on the inside. Slight yellowing of the pages. So what I find really great about the SF is it's got a printing history in some regards. So this Dutton edition is published February 1957, and it's got a 2nd and 3rd printing. And I understand this is when the ISBN started to come out. So this will be one of the first ones I read, and I've seen comments from other SF vintage collectors. This is perhaps not the best Fredric Brown novel in terms of his way he writes, but this one could be entertaining and it's perhaps a good one to start with. And for $3, it's a good way to start off collecting. The second one, Tongues of the Moon, also not too bad condition. Nice little blurb there. Same yellowing of pages. This one's quite clean, there's no stamps inside. So this says copyright 1964 by Jove Publications Incorporated. And we've got 2 previous printings here in July 1978. And this is the first Jove HBJ edition, 78. So I guess this is the first one by that publisher in paperback form. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, just the livery really stood out to me in the shop and really speaks of vintage SF. So these are the first 2 in my collection. That's literally the first 2 I bought from the bookshop as a starting point to sort of understand the hobby and the whole genre of SF. Being that I was born in 78, this has some good memories of books back then, but of course I wasn't reading them, so now is a fantastic time to start getting into the genre and learning from other people about what this fantastic collecting series is all about. So I have 2 more book hauls to share in future. Now that I know a few more authors, I've picked up a couple of bigger lots, and I'd like to also finish off by saying thank you to a couple of other channels that I've really enjoyed. Those are SF Words of Wonder and Outlaw Bookseller. So I'll add their channels to the video. So if you're interested in this sort of vintage SF, you can go check out their channels as well. So I look forward to sharing my next book hauls with you. I'm working on the videos and the lighting and the voiceovers, so bear with me as I work through that, but this is my first video and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.